In the heart of southeastern Africa, cradled between mountains and rift valleys, lies a nation defined not by its borders, but by a vast, shimmering body of water. It is a landlocked country with a freshwater soul, a place where the rhythm of life is measured by the rising and setting of the sun over a great inland sea. This is a land of profound, gentle beauty, of fertile soils and rolling hills, and of a quiet, unyielding human warmth. This is Malawi. From above, it appears as a long, slender country, its geography dominated by the immense, life-giving presence of Lake Malawi, the third largest lake in Africa. Its waters, stretching for nearly 600 kilometers, are the nation's heart, its highway, and its larder, a source of sustenance and spiritual significance. The quality of light here is soft and golden, bathing the landscape in a warm, hazy glow that seems to slow the passage of time. The air is filled with the scent of damp earth after a morning rain, the sweet fragrance of mango blossoms, and the faint, smoky aroma of wood fires. But to look closer is to discover a society built on the bedrock of community, a nation that has woven its existence into the very fabric of this gentle and at times demanding environment. This is a story not of isolation, but of a deep and abiding connection to the lake that provides, to the land that sustains, and most importantly, to the people who call this place home. This is the story of the quiet life in Malawi, the warm heart of Africa. Life here is shaped, governed, and defined by the seasons and the sun. The daily rhythm is one that has been followed for generations, a pace that is deeply attuned to the natural world. In the countless villages that dot the lake shore and the rural highlands, the day begins not with the sound of an alarm clock, but with the crowing of a rooster and the first soft light of dawn. The air is cool and still. Women emerge from their homes, sweeping the hard-packed earth in front of their doorways with grass brooms. The rhythmic sound is a gentle signal that the community is waking. The first task is often a walk to the borehole or the river, a journey made with buckets balanced gracefully on their heads. This is more than a chore. It is a social ritual, a time for the women to gather, to share the first news and quiet conversations of the day as they wait their turn at the pump. The family unit is the absolute cornerstone of Malawian society. Homes, whether simple mud brick houses with thatched roofs in the villages or more modern structures in the towns, are sanctuaries of family life. They are places of Ubuntu, a core philosophy of the Bantu peoples that is similar to Ubuntu. It is a concept that embodies a spirit of humanity, compassion, and community, the belief that I am because we are. This philosophy is not an abstract ideal. It is the lived, daily reality. It is common for multiple generations to live together in a single compound, creating a powerful and resilient support network. Grandparents, or agogo, are revered as keepers of wisdom and tradition, playing a central role in raising the children and passing down stories and cultural values. Children grow up with a profound sense of freedom and security, part of a wide, protective circle of aunts, uncles, and cousins. The concept of the nuclear family is foreign here. A child belongs to the entire community. This inherent closeness fosters a powerful sense of collective responsibility. In this close-knit society, anonymity is a foreign concept. Everyone knows everyone, their families, their struggles, and their triumphs. Even in the capital city of Lilongwe or the commercial hub of Blantyre, life retains a strong sense of neighborhood and community. The local market is the vibrant, beating heart of this social world. It is a kaleidoscope of color, sound, and scent. Piles of bright red tomatoes, green leafy vegetables, shimmering silver fish, and colorful printed fabrics known as chitenji. But the market is more than a place of commerce. It is a social hub, a place to connect, to bargain with a smile, and to catch up on the news of the community. Life moves at a human pace, unhurried, deliberate, and deeply mindful of the connections that bind people together. Tradition in Malawi is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing, and integral part of the present. The culture is a rich mosaic, woven from the traditions of numerous ethnic groups, including the Chewa, Yao, Tumbuka, and Lomwe, among others. The Chewa people, the largest group, have a matrilineal tradition, where lineage and inheritance are traced through the mother's side of the family. This shapes social structures and family dynamics in profound ways. This cultural heritage is most vividly expressed through music, dance, and ceremony. The Gule Wamkulu, or Great Dance, is a secret society and ritual dance of the Chewa people, recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. The dancers, wearing intricate costumes and carved wooden masks, represent various spirits, animals, and characters from their belief system. To witness the Gule Wamkulu is to experience a powerful, living link to an ancestral world, a tradition that continues to play a vital role in initiation ceremonies, funerals, and community celebrations. The Malawian languages, primarily Chichewa, the national language, are the heart and soul of the nation's identity. They are languages of nuance and respect, with complex systems of honorifics that reflect the importance of age and social standing. Storytelling is a cherished art form, a way of passing down history, morals, and cultural knowledge from one generation to the next. In the evenings, it is still common for families to gather around a fire, the elders sharing tales and riddles with the children under a vast, star-filled sky. Religion plays a central role in daily life. While Christianity is the dominant faith, a legacy of the Scottish missionaries who arrived in the 19th century, Islam is also widely practiced, particularly in the lakeshore communities around Mangochi. These faiths often coexist peacefully with traditional beliefs, creating a unique spiritual landscape. The village headman or chief remains a figure of immense importance and respect. He is the custodian of tradition, the mediator of disputes, and the leader of the community, a system of local governance that has endured for centuries and continues to form the bedrock of rural society. There is an immense and quiet pride in this cultural heritage. It is a pride born not of grand monuments, but of the enduring strength of community, the resilience of tradition, and the gentle, welcoming spirit of Ubuntu that defines the Malawian character. The economy of Malawi is overwhelmingly tied to the land and the water. For the vast majority of the population, life is a cycle of subsistence farming. The rhythm of the year is dictated by the rains. The planting season is a time of intense communal labor as families work together to prepare their fields or dambos for the staple crop, maize. The success of the harvest is the single most important factor in the well-being of a family for the entire year. Other crops, like groundnuts, cassava, and sweet potatoes, supplement the diet and provide a small surplus to be sold at the local market. In the highlands, particularly around the Zomba Plateau, vast, orderly plantations of tea and tobacco stretch across the landscape. These are the nation's primary cash crops and most significant exports, providing formal employment for thousands. The work is demanding, with long hours spent picking tea leaves or tending to tobacco plants, but it offers a source of cash income in a predominantly subsistence economy. The other great pillar of the economy is Lake Malawi. The lake is a source of life, providing fish that are the most important source of protein for much of the country. The life of a fisherman is one of deep skill and tradition. They venture out onto the lake in dugout canoes or small plank boats, often at night, using lanterns to attract the fish. Their catch, which might include the prized chambo, a type of tilapia, or the small sardine-like usipa, is the lifeblood of the lakeshore communities. In villages like Cape Maclear or Nkata Bay, the return of the fishing boats at dawn is the central event of the day. The beach becomes a bustling open-air market, as women, who manage the processing and selling of the fish, negotiate prices, and prepare the catch for transport to markets across the country. Tourism is a small but growing sector, as more travelers are drawn to the country's pristine lake, beautiful landscapes, and friendly people. Small, locally owned lodges and guest houses have sprung up along the lakeshore, providing jobs and bringing a new source of income to the communities. Yet, for most Malawians, earning a living is a daily hustle. It is the woman selling fried fish and maize cakes at a minibus stand, the tailor working from a small stall with a hand-cranked sewing machine, or the bicycle taxi operator known as a kabaza, ferrying people and goods around town. It is an economy built on resilience, resourcefulness, and the constant humble work of providing for one's family. The cost of living in Malawi is a study in contrasts, a reality shaped by the deep divide between the cash economy of the cities and the subsistence lifestyle of the villages. For the majority of the population living in rural areas, money is a scarce and precious commodity. Life is built around what the land can provide. A family's wealth is measured not in currency, but in the number of bags of maize stored in their granary after the harvest. The primary expense is what cannot be grown or made at home: salt, sugar, cooking oil, soap, and school fees for the children. A few thousand Malawian kwacha, the equivalent of a few dollars, can be a significant amount of money. In the cities of Lilongwe, Blantyre, and Mzuzu, the cash economy is dominant, and the cost of living is significantly higher. Rent for a simple two-room house in a high-density neighborhood can consume a large portion of a modest salary. The cost of transportation, electricity, and water adds to the monthly burden. A typical salary for an entry-level job might be around 50,000 to 70,000 kwacha per month, which requires careful and meticulous budgeting to cover the basic necessities. Food prices fluctuate dramatically with the seasons. During the hungry season, the months leading up to the new harvest, when the previous year's stores are running low, the price of maize can double or even triple, placing immense strain on family budgets. A bag of charcoal for cooking, a necessity for most urban households, is another significant and ever-present expense. Families manage through incredible resourcefulness and the strength of their social networks. An unexpected expense, like a medical emergency, can be a major crisis, and it is the support of extended family and neighbors that provides the crucial safety net. Life is a constant balancing act, a testament to the ability of the Malawian people to manage with limited resources, to share what little they have, and to find a way to provide for their families with dignity and resilience. Malawian food is a direct and honest reflection of the landscape, simple, hearty, and deeply connected to the seasons. The cuisine is centered around one undisputed staple, the foundation of every meal and the heart of the national diet, nsima. Nsima is a thick porridge made from maize flour, cooked until it is firm enough to be molded into patties. It is more than just food. It is a symbol of life and sustenance. A meal is not considered a proper meal without nsima. To eat, one breaks off a small piece with their right hand, rolls it into a ball, and uses it to scoop up the accompanying relish, or ndiwo. The ndiwo is what gives the meal its flavor and nutrients. It is most often a simple dish of vegetables, such as pumpkin leaves, mustard greens, or cabbage cooked with tomatoes and onions. The most prized relish, however, comes from the lake. A piece of fresh grilled shambo or a stew of dried usipa is a cherished delicacy. Beans and groundnuts are also common sources of protein, providing a rich, savory accompaniment to the neutral taste of the nsima. Home cooking is the heart of the food culture. Meals are a communal affair, prepared over an open wood fire or a charcoal stove known as a mbola. The process is unhurried, a social time for the women of the household to talk as they prepare the food. A shared meal, eaten together from a common platter, is a central part of family life, a time to connect and share the day's events. In the towns and along the main roads, a vibrant street food culture offers quick and affordable meals. Vendors sell roasted maize on the cob, fried potato cakes, and small pieces of grilled meat on skewers. But at its core, Malawian food culture remains rooted in the home. A simple, satisfying meal of nsima and relish, shared with family, remains the truest and most authentic taste of the nation. To truly understand Malawi is to understand its nature. The landscape is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, powerful force, a constant and life-sustaining presence. The country is defined by the Great Rift Valley, the massive geological fault that created the deep trench filled by Lake Malawi. The lake itself is an ecosystem of global importance, a UNESCO World Heritage Site home to more species of fish than any other lake in the world. Its clear, warm waters and sandy beaches are the nation's playground and its greatest natural treasure. Life is lived outdoors. The warm climate invites activity from dawn until dusk. The shade of a large mango tree is the village meeting place, the spot for mending fishing nets, playing a game of bawo, or simply escaping the heat of the midday sun. The land itself is a patchwork of small farms, vast plains, and dramatic highlands. The rolling hills are covered in a blanket of green during the rainy season, turning a dusty brown during the dry months. In national parks like Liwonde, a different side of nature reveals itself, a world of elephants, hippos, and crocodiles living along the Shire River, a reminder of the wildness that still exists. The relationship between the Malawian people and their environment is one of deep, practical intimacy. They know the seasons, the soils, and the signs of the weather. Their survival has always depended on this knowledge. This connection is also spiritual. The lake, the mountains, and the great baobab trees are not just geographical features. They are places of power and meaning, woven into the folklore and traditional beliefs of the people. Life here is lived in deep, abiding appreciation of the gentle and sometimes formidable beauty that surrounds them. For all its rural tranquility, Malawi is a nation on the move. A network of roads connects the major towns, and the main arteries are plied by a constant stream of buses and trucks. But the true workhorse of the nation's transport system is the minibus. These vehicles are the lifeblood of the country, connecting remote villages to market towns and cities. A journey by minibus is an immersive cultural experience. They are often crowded, filled with the sounds of conversation and local music, with stops and starts to pick up and drop off passengers along the way. In the towns and villages, the bicycle is king. It is a cart, a taxi, and a family vehicle. The Kabaza operators are a ubiquitous sight, providing an affordable and essential service. For longer distances, especially along the lakeshore, water travel remains vital. The MV Ilala, a historic ferry that has been chugging its way up and down Lake Malawi for decades, is a lifeline for the remote communities and islands that are inaccessible by road. It is a slow, beautiful journey, a reminder of the immense scale of the lake and its central role in connecting the nation. This traditional infrastructure exists alongside the rapid spread of modern technology. The mobile phone has revolutionized communication, connecting families separated by distance and providing access to information and services like mobile money. Even in remote villages, the glow of a phone screen is a common sight in the evenings. This seamless blend of the old and the new is one of the defining paradoxes of Malawian life. It is entirely possible to live in a traditional village, following the rhythms of subsistence farming, while also using a mobile phone to send money to a relative in the city. It is a carefully navigated reality, a testament to the ability of the people to adapt and innovate while preserving the core of their way of life. For the young people of Malawi, growing up here offers a unique blend of deep-rooted community and the powerful pull of a wider world. Education is seen as the single most important pathway to a better future. The government provides free primary education, and the sight of children in their neat school uniforms walking along the roads in the morning is a symbol of the nation's hopes and aspirations. However, the challenges are immense. Classrooms are often overcrowded, and resources are scarce. For many families, the cost of uniforms, books, and secondary school fees is a significant financial burden. For those who complete their secondary education, the dream is often to attend one of the country's universities in cities like Zomba or Mzuzu. This period away from the village is a modern rite of passage. It offers a chance to gain new skills and perspectives, to experience life in a city, and to pursue career opportunities that are not available in their home communities. But the pull of home, the deep-seated connection to family and village life, is incredibly strong. The great challenge for Malawi in the 21st century is to create enough diverse and challenging opportunities to keep its young, educated population at home. It is a delicate and ongoing balancing act, preserving the unique culture and cherished small-scale society while fostering the innovation and economic growth necessary to build a sustainable future for the next generation. Young Malawians navigate this reality with a blend of ambition and duty, dreaming of a modern future while remaining deeply connected to the traditions and values that have shaped them. The rhythm of day and night in Malawi is a study in stark and beautiful contrasts, a rhythm dictated by the sun. The long sun-filled days are a time for work and intense activity. The energy is focused and productive, The fields are busy with farmers tending their crops. The markets are bustling with commerce, and the roads are alive with the movement of people and goods. The energy is a reflection of a society built on hard work and a deep understanding that one must provide for the family each and every day. Conversely, the fall of darkness brings a dramatic shift. As evening descends, a profound and palpable sense of quiet settles over the land. Life turns inward. The towns and villages become still. The wind in the trees and the chirping of crickets are often the only sounds that remain. This is a time for home, for family, for rest. The soft glow of a paraffin lamp or the flickering light of a fire signals a collective retreat into the comfort and security of domestic life. The Malawians cherish this peace. The quiet nights are a time for reflection, for storytelling, for sharing a meal, for simply being present. It is in this shared nightly calm that the strength of the community is restored and recharged, ready for the new day. Life in this gentle and beautiful corner of the world is not without its significant challenges. Poverty is a pervasive and persistent reality for a large portion of the population. The heavy reliance on rain-fed agriculture makes the country extremely vulnerable to the effects of climate change, with droughts and floods becoming more frequent and severe, threatening the food security of millions. The landscape, for all its beauty, is under pressure. Deforestation, driven by the need for firewood and charcoal for cooking, is a major environmental concern. Access to quality healthcare, particularly in remote rural areas, is limited. The infrastructure, from roads to the electrical grid, is often inadequate, hindering economic development. And the lack of formal job opportunities forces many to rely on the informal sector or to seek work in neighboring countries. These are the vital questions that the Malawian people grapple with, thoughtfully and collectively, every single day, with a quiet resilience that is both humbling and inspiring. So why do people choose to stay? Why, in a world of seemingly limitless options, do they remain rooted in this small, gentle place? The answers are as varied as the individuals themselves, but they often circle back to the same core, fundamental themes. They stay for the profound, unshakable sense of community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where people genuinely know and care for one another, where the principle of Ubuntu is a lived reality. They stay for the unparalleled safety, for the simple, priceless freedom to let their children roam and explore without fear, knowing the entire village is watching over them. They stay for the peace, for the pervasive quiet that allows for a deeper, more meaningful connection to oneself and to the natural world. In a world saturated with noise and distraction, Malawi offers a rare and precious silence. And above all, they stay for the unbreakable connection to home, to a landscape that is not just a backdrop for their lives, but an integral part of their identity, a part of who they are. It is a connection that is forged in the soil of their farms, in the waters of the Great Lake, and in the shared, collective experience of living in a place of gentle, enduring beauty. It is the feeling of having roots that run as deep as the baobab trees themselves. Malawi exists in a delicate, beautiful, and constantly negotiated balance between the old ways and the new, between the untamed beauty of nature and the daily struggles of its people, between a cherished peace and the desire for progress. It is a place shaped by the sun, the rains, and a quiet, unyielding, and deeply admirable strength. Here, life is not measured in grand events or dramatic upheavals, but in the steady, dependable rhythm of the seasons, in the warmth of a shared meal, in the comfort of a familiar greeting, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that in a world that is constantly, relentlessly speeding up, there is still a place and a deep human need for a quiet life lived in harmony with the water, the land, and each other.